Good afternoon. My name is Mark Mullins. I'm professor of Japanese Studies in the School of Cultures, Languages, and Linguistics. And it's been my honor today, along with Professor Wainwright, to co-host Kempo for this public lecture. And my role today is to serve as moderator for the short Q&A period that we have time for. And I've asked a colleague in philosophy, Professor John Bishop, if he would join me at the podium here and offer a brief comment and question to get our session started. And as time allows, we will have mics around the room, and we may have time for another 2 or 3 questions in the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Kenpo, for the privilege of listening to your teaching. And I think you set before us a clear vision of the treasure that every religion is to humanity, and the importance of guarding that treasure when we are fortunate enough as individuals to have a religion, to stay within that religion and learn its treasures, but also take that further step that you are urging us to take, where we share with one another and we learn from one another. It may be I'm a Christian. Maybe I can be a better Christian if I learn from Buddhism, and I'm going to try doing that, because I have here one of your books. This is Footprints on the Journey, Enthralled with Life's Chance Encounters, and I'm going to. So this is written in a diary form, and I'm just going to read from a particular, one particular day, and it's written in both Chinese and translated into English. Oh no, the bothersome backache is here again. And then you say, one becomes most susceptible to the thought of death in illness. And you say, to encourage myself, I am citing here the verse on realization by Hong Ji of the Southern Song dynasty. Dharma bliss is my sustenance, compassion is my dwelling. Compassion is my dwelling. Faith in the Buddha is my final settling place. This body of mine is merely on loan. Being mindful is my sole endeavor. I have no time to spare on earthly affairs. Take Dharma bliss as sustenance. Regard love and compassion as dwelling places. Love and compassion as dwelling places. Take faith in Buddhism as the final destiny. Understand that the body is on loan. Always diligently maintain the right view. Spare no time in chasing the mundane affairs. Keep off fame and wealth. Crave not external attractions. Always see life as a candle flickering in the wind. And you say, can I accomplish all of this? And then you say, it is tough. So, but reading that, especially the reference to dwelling in compassion, I was very much reminded of something from my own tradition that we read in the first epistle of John, chapter 4, verse 16. God is love, and whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. So you were talking to us about God meets Buddha, and you made lots of relationships, parallels between Christianity and Buddhism. You didn't actually say very much about God, but I wonder if you don't really have to say very much about God, because God, and perhaps you were suggesting this with what you said about Merton, that God is the love in which we dwell. And insofar as we practice that, maybe God is with us. So I suppose my question is, do you see that way of understanding God that we find in Christianity, that God is love, as a helpful bridge between our two religions.
实际上可以这么讲，因为不管是佛教，其实基督教，都是最后讲到的时候是应该是讲到一个性的最高的一种境界，叫我们说是临终的心灵的最高境界。那在佛教当中，非常著名的论点，叫释量论。它这里面就是讲，所谓的佛的成就呢，其实慈悲之极，不是大悲之极。意思就是说，所谓的佛一种爱，或者是刚才讲了，爱和慈悲是一个意思。那么慈悲心已经到了顶点的话呢，这就是佛。那这样的话，实际上我们认为呢，就佛也好，上帝也好，实际上是爱，就是已经到了究竟。但是这种究竟呢，恐怕是我们不是一般的一种分别联和一种思维来就是进行研索或者说是就是揣测的。
I think what you say is true, and I agree with that. And I think in both Buddhism and Christianity, love is the ultimate level of mind. And in one of the scriptures in Buddhism, it's called it's about the value calculation, the name of that book. And in here, it says, what is Buddha? Buddha is the ultimate of great compassion or love. So I think that is loving, that is the compassion. And in both religions, when love becomes the ultimate degree, that is the same thing. And in Christianity, that's the God, and in Buddhism, that's the Buddha.
Thank you.